As we speak, Brian Schottenheimer apparently is still meeting with the Cowboys for the second time for like 9 hours combined. That's crazy. What's good, people? It's your boy, Mr. Rome, Cowboys Fan Talk, right back like I never left. Good evening. Late CFT, like really late, but it's cool because Cowboys news these days is coming at any time of the day. Midday, early morning, late night, middle of the night. You never know. And the reason why I'm dropping this video is because we are like minute to the minute on what's going on with our head coaching position. You know what I'm saying? The crazy thing is, I don't know what's going on. And I don't even want to give y'all like some just false prediction. I really don't know what's going on, but I like to provide a forum for us to come together as a family and talk about this thing. Because Brian Schottenheimer, when I first heard the name being considered for head coach, I wanted to throw up in my mouth. Not because of his coaching prowess or what he knows about football. Brian Schottenheimer knows way more about my football than I do. I was mad at the way it was happening. It seemed lazy. It seemed like no plan was made. It seemed like we had no direction. But we did know we wanted to lowball Mike McCarthy and disrespect him to make him walk about the door. Now, I wasn't mad about that. Y'all know for a fact I wasn't mad that Mike left. But if you're going to speak and talk a big game, have a plan. And the Cowboys just ain't have a plan. We was playing. Mike called our bluff, got up out of there. So now what? We interviewed Leslie Frazier and Robert Saleh and Kellen Moore and all this extra stuff. And I wasn't excited about none of it. But we interviewed Brian Schottenheimer. And I was like, this is a lazy, terrible hire. Or, well, not hire yet. Lazy, terrible idea. And then got on the phone with my brother, Boss Cowboy, and Jay Tuck, and DMV, and talked to Amp. And I've heard AOC. I've heard Law Nation. I've heard Footstick King. I've heard Okoye. And the community, this is why I love our community, has gotten me on board with Brian Schottenheimer because of some of the principles and philosophies that his dad and himself live by. They like physical teams. They want to run the ball. They like, Brian Schottenheimer himself has been known to want to adopt modern concepts. He said he doesn't mind stealing concepts from other teams. The players like him. A lot of stuff started to come out that I wasn't privy to because he was our offensive coordinator, but Mike wasn't letting him call the plays. Although there are stories from last year, Dak Prescott's all-pro year, that when the offense was stagnant, Mike was calling the plays. When the offense started to use motion and took off a little bit, Brian Schottenheimer had a big hand in that. That's true stories. That's not just me talking. So I started to get on board with Brian Schottenheimer. Like, you know what? I might like this. He seems to be able to command the room. He has a point of view. He seems to have strategy. The players like him. Things starting to line up. And then Zach Wolchuk, I'm pretty sure y'all familiar with him, but if you're not, that's fine. Do your research. Works at 103.5 The Fan, I believe. Cowboys Insider, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know if he's just a beat reporter, but definitely connected. Let's just say that. He tweets out, I don't know if you want to call it a report, whatever, that Brian Schottenheimer might not just be considered for a head coaching position, and this is the update. He might be being considered for offensive coordinator. That throws a new wrench into things because as I start to let the Dion idea go and Aaron Glenn gets a job and Ben Johnson gets a job and you start being like, Shotty might be a good idea or he might just be the best idea. Then this wrench gets thrown out there that maybe they're trying to coerce him into being the offensive coordinator under someone else. Then you start to say, well, the 49ers do have an offer out there to make Robert Saleh the highest paid defensive coordinator in the NFL. That's a fact, a place he's familiar with. and he has that offer. It's openly out there. That's an official report. But he hasn't taken the job. He has interviewed with us. So what is he mulling over? He apparently is being brought back into the Jaguars to interview again. So maybe it's a full head coaching position. Maybe they're going to bring Saleh in as the head coach and Schotty stay on as offensive coordinator. It really starts to open up the floodgates of, well, maybe he's not definitively the head coach. But you don't meet for 2 days for like 9 hours combined and the guy not be brought on. It's just they're intrigued by something. Kellen got like a Zoom meeting and a DAP. Holla at you later. You know what I'm saying? And Robert Saleh got a genuine meeting. Leslie Frazier, they brought in and be like, go on, get that Rooney ruler, but I'm going to holler at you. So, that's what that was for. But, you're hearing all these hinting at staff situations where Anthony Lynn might be able to come in and be the, OC possibly if Schotty takes the job, or, you got old running backs for the Cowboys willing to come on the staff for that. London Wells being the offensive coordinator, Jason Witten being a tight ends coach. It's just things are starting to take shape. Nothing definitive, just names being thrown out there, not by happenstance, not by fans, by people that are connected, which means that whispers are happening. But the biggest deal is that why would Zach put that out there? I don't think he's just freestyling. Everything yesterday was pointing at Schotty being the head coach. Schotty going to be the head coach. We had to get sick, get frustrated, take a deep breath and see why this could be good for us because of what he did with Russell Wilson in Seattle. So I was wrapping my mind around the idea. And as soon as I get comfortable with it, I woke up like, okay, it's going to happen. They say second interview. I'm like, okay, it's going to happen. Then the second interview literally is happening still. It might be done as this video posts. And they might announce it tonight. And if they announce it, I'll probably drop everything and do a live stream. But if they don't announce it, maybe they'll announce it tomorrow. But if they don't announce it and time starts getting between these interviews, something else might be in play. Now, y'all know what I'm doing. Y'all know what I'm doing. I'm holding out hope for Prime because I'm stupid. I know it ain't going to happen. But a man can dream. A man can dream. It is what it is. Because if it's not going to be Schotty as head coach, and let's just say he's the OC, what are the options? Make Zimmer the head coach? Keep Schotty on? That's a possibility. Zimmer's not gone. Make Saleh the head coach. Keep Schotty on as offensive coordinator. That can happen. Dion is not completely off the table. It just ain't definitively off the table. He hasn't said no. The Cowboys haven't said no. The Schotty thing shot up to the top of lists. And there's one more possibility that I hate to say. Kellen Moore being the offensive coordinator. And Schotty being the offensive coordinator. Kellen Moore being the head coach. But I don't think Kellen Moore would want to run nobody else's system and have somebody else be his OC. Kellen Moore would want to be his own head coach. So let's just act like I ain't say that. No Kellen Moore. Yeah, man. Schotty could be on as offensive coordinator. So it opens the door. And this is where I want you to participate in the comments. Who could he be offensive coordinating for? Who? I don't know. I had just wrapped my mind around him being head coach. One thing is for sure, and y'all got to agree with me on this. This head coaching search is unorganized, crazy, frustrating, and confusing. But we're going to get an answer soon. I feel it. It's your boy, Mr. Rome. I holla.